Hi, my name is Brian Hemke. I'm a professional organist, and today I'm going to go over the hymn "Now Let Us Rejoice" out of the LDS Hymns Made Easy, and I'm going to include it on the organ so you can play and sound better. I'm going to go over some pedal technique and a little bit of hand technique on this. Okay, aside from the obvious looking at key signatures and meter and that kind of stuff, we're going to look at phrasing first. So, the Thera, it's like the top. Now let us rejoice in the day of salvation. And I like playing it because you can't always tell. There's not commas. There is a period right there, but it isn't always legitimate. So, in the day of salvation. I call it a quick break. We just put a check there because it's a break in just the right hand. No longer as strangers on earth when we roam. I'm singing wrong words. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to draw the line down because there's a rest here. Sounding to us in each nation. Okay, this is just a check. Oh, be the hour of remembrance will come. I'm going to call this a break here. Welcome. Yeah, we played that. That's clearly that kind of break. With everything. Love was promised, the saints will be given. This is subjective. I'm going to call it a check there. But it still already is because it's a repeated note, so obviously you got to lift the note anyways. But I'm going to... All that was promised, the saints will be given. Okay. And none here, and none will bless them from morn until eve. Okay. The earth will appear at the Garden of Eden. And Jesus will say, hey, I know this is subjective, but I'm gonna call it a full break there. And even though there's a comma here, it's kind of still going up. It's not really a break. I don't feel there's a break, but as always, you want to make sure there's a break at the end of every verse. Okay, now when you look at left hand, I'm not going to play it in time, I'm just going to play it. Mark some of these after I play, and you'll see where I mark. It's just repeated notes. Right, it's okay. Okay, see, I put a check mark on the C. Be able to write. And these, I'm just going to draw a line here, because it's both this note and this note. It's repeated. And then the C. Okay, these are pretty obvious, but I'll do it just out of technicality. Okay, we already got the break there. So this, it's a C. C, you need a break. And then these two again. Then this time it's just this note. Okay, you already got a break there. C. Okay, this one's both. And C. And I think the pattern's pretty much the same, which is good. Makes it easy once you have it down. You don't have as much to practice. Okay. right hand's pretty straightforward. The left hand, I'm just going to play the left hand. So from what would be considered the first measure, even though it's a partial measure here, I'm going to play and lift this note and both just to see. And this obviously because this is a repeated note. Repeat. So now we're going to play both hands. Got, see, where is our introduction? Oh, okay. Introduction's fairly simple. Just second page. It's from "And Jesus will say to all Israel, come home." I like those kind of introductions because you're not having to jump on the paper like, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Okay, I'm just going to play the hands here. And since doing introduction, I'm just going to start with that G on the and. Break. Good. Right, now we're going to move on to the pedals. As in other videos, I just look at the letter name. This one's C. Alright, C here, C here. So like following measures that don't have a letter, I just write it in. We have a C, G, this is a G. C, 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 C. EMF already. G, C, some C, 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 C. I already have G, C, G, C, C. That's a C. Another C. We have C, F, G. Okay. And the only measure to talk about right here is you have a break, and this is the second line. And it goes all the way to Rome and good tidings. So you're going to play the G, but then don't play anything here. So you got to rest down here. So just, I'd go with it. So, to start with, you're going to get your feet in the right spot. We're going to play with the big toes. Here and here. And look at our first notes. If we start from introduction, it's C, which is right here. Then F down here. And we got to jump up G and C. It's kind of tricky, but you can do it. Just from introduction, we got C, F, G, C, and then now beginning C, C. Oh, right at the end when you play the C's left foot, just lift up. You got time. You have a whole beat. Breathe, and then play. C, C, or you can even like switch feet. That might be easier for you. C, C. I'm not playing this in time right now. I don't think it's necessary. You guys know how to count out 3 beats. At least I hope you do. to C, 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 then down to F, do up to G, C, 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 G, C, G, G, C, 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 I might have missed the C's, okay, F, G, C, and then you're back in this foot. Okay, we're gonna look on putting everything together. We're gonna look at the tricky measures. The second line here, which is also on the third line, there's another repeat of the phrase, well, I'm sorry, the second page, which I don't know what that line is. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth line, right here, it's on the second page. The same thing that goes on over here, on the second line, here, and even how the beginning kind of begins. Okay, so I'm going to play the introduction with everything.